Hello viewers, it's your girl Rwby Fangirl, and today I'm going to review the E.C. Myers trilogy of the Rwby novels. Because, you guys voted for them, and I'm gonna do it. So, throughout the few years that Rwby has been around, E.C. Myers had created 3 novels, and I'm not really gonna go into full depth of these, because they're so long and it's going to be really complicated for me to think of every single thing in this novel, and I'm not really great as a reader. Look, if you're a big fan of reading the books, just tell me in the comments, because I'm just not really a big reader fan. But I do know some things about each novel, and I'll also read the back of each novel. But don't worry, I'll put a picture on top so you can actually read it better, because I'm not going to do the close-ups that I did from my previous video. Without further ado, let's get into the first E.C. Myers book that he made, and it's called After the Fall, and it's just basically the adventures of Teen Coco. And what it says on the back here, and it says, after Beacon Academy fell, Coco, Fox, Velvet, and Yasahashi made a vow: no one else is getting left behind. It has been more than a year since Team Coffee saw their school destroyed by the creatures of Grimm. The friends fell in battle or scattered across the world of Remnant. Since then, they have been settled into life in the Shade Academy in Vacchio, fighting hard to finish their training so they can find their friends and save their world. When a distress message comes to Shade, asking for huntsmen and huntresses to defend refugees from a never-ending stream of Grimm, Team Coffee answers to the call without hesitation. But in the heart of the desert, they are focused to reveal their former battle, both the Fall of Beacon and everything that came before. So yeah, basically this takes the events after what happened in Beacon Academy, as it's said on the back. But also it does explain what are Team Coffee's semblances, because there's only one person in Team Coffee that revealed their semblances, and that's of course Velvet. So, and also a bit about their past selves and stuff like that. Not too much on them, but for the most part, yeah. So, and that's the fall. After the Fall, and here's Before the Dawn. And it says on the back here, after their strange mission in the desert, Coco, Fox, Velvet, and Yasahashi are back at Shade Academy doing some I can't really spell this word, but extra work to track down the crown. Oh, the crown of choice, is it? Or the relic of choice. A mysterious force that's stitching up people with powerful semblance. The job will be easier the team's son by their son, but the crown continues to invade them. Oh, never mind, they're not the crown of choice or the relic of choice. I thought it was just that, because the crown. But, whatever. Out of options, and they worry that a big plot in motion. Coffee and Son notified. Therefore, their headmaster of Shade Academy, but Theodore has problems of his own. Troubled by disaster at Beacon and Haven Academies, and struggling to support the flood of refugee students, Theodore declares a new iteration, I think it's called, including the inform that new teams to better reunite the student body, admin, mountain tents at schools. Coffee and Son must contend with unfamiliar teammates and uneasy rivals, while the crown plots their next move. Yeah, sorry, I'm not, as I said, I am not a great leader, so so you're gonna hear me say that all the time. Yeah, that's kind of the problem that I have this book. They separate the different teams. which I hope Volume 10 doesn't have that, because it's not really technically canon, but for the next book right here, I'll explain why that could be canon. But as we know, like, from the Volume, like, 9, like, delete scene, like, animatic, that they actually showed Team Coffee together, so maybe that's not really canon, so they actually didn't really split up into different teams, because honestly, I prefer Team Coffee and, like, together than, like, them just separated. Anyway, for the last one, it's called Roman Holidays. And oh boy, this is different than the other two. And here's the back. And it says on the back, before she was a criminal wrapped up in the end of the world, Trivia Vanille was the daughter of a disappointing parents who wanted nothing more than to be normal. Locked away and pushed into shadows, Trivia had no one to keep company. No one, that is, other than Neapolitan. Her best and only friend. Yeah, there's more on the back, but I'm not really going to read more on the back. So basically, yeah, I just need to take a little seat break right here. I don't have a chair. So basically, it's a backstory of not only Neapolitan herself and Roman Torchwick. So we actually did get a backstory between both of them. And fun fact about this, in Volume 9, Episode 8, this actually shows, like, pictures, like, on, like, Neo's, like, mansion and stuff like that, that all the stuff that is in here actually happened. So this actually is canon. So I do highly recommend reading this book if you want to see, like, the backstory of Neo and Roman and how they became, like, a iconic, like, crime duplicates or mainly team. And that is the E.C. Myers trilogy. And please comment down below, which one is your favorite out of, like, the three? And I'll see you guys in the next video.